Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. Right, before I start this week, I've got a couple of thank yous. The first one is to Sally Ann from Balloonatics Southwest. Now, Sally Ann lives in Cornwall, Southwest. Actually lives just a few miles away from Land's End. Anyway, she popped in last week. And on Friday, she wasn't here just to see us and just to pick up her order, but she popped in, she's doing something else, and she just said, just wanted to say a big thank you. And so Sally, thank you, because Sally brought us a present, and here it is. Yes, cookies from Cornwall. I have to say, Sally, the shortbread and strawberry ones were to die for, so thank you very much. It's really nice to hear that you like BMTV. You like our service. Thank you so much for coming in. It's always nice to see people and put a face to the name and all of that. So thank you very much. And the other person I want to say thank you to is a lady called Sam Hilden from Balloons by Samantha. Sam is a member of NABAS, one of the industry bodies here in the UK that supports the balloon and party industry. And there's a Facebook page, a closed Facebook page. And she posted some work that she did, but it was inspired by BMTV. Yes, she watched BMTV a few weeks ago, the one that we did with Chris when he came in and did the orbs and the fluffies. And she created something, not exactly the same, but used a 3-foot balloon and added flowers, roses at the bottom, and just gave a thank you to us on that NABAS Facebook page. So, Sam, you're very, very welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for actually following and giving it a go, really. It's really nice. I think it's great to see how people watch something like that and then develop their own idea. And then somebody else will probably develop that further and further. And it just keeps the industry really fresh. So, yeah, thank you for sharing that. We really, really appreciate it. Right, last week, we had a bit of a road trip. Yes, myself, Anna and Martin headed up the motorway to sunny Milton Keynes. It was actually sunny. It was raining when we left here in Southampton. It was sunny up in Milton Keynes. We were invited to Amscan International UK's premises, and we went there and met with our account manager, Mark, and he showed us around a very impressive showroom. Anna loved it. She was there making notes of things we should buy, but we were also interested in finding out about the warehouse and their warehouse operations. So we had to drive to their warehouse. It's not the same building. Drive to their warehouse. And I have to say, I am suffering greatly from warehouse envy. It's huge, absolutely huge. They've got these forklift trucks that you actually go up in the cab, up 20 feet, and they're just amazing. And it's just huge. It's like an Indiana. Do you remember that film, Raiders of the Lost Ark? Not Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, the end, where they're putting the Ark away in storage in that big warehouse. It was like that. It's just enormous, a real insight into how it works. So thank you, Mark, our account manager, for inviting us up there. And Chris invited us up there as well. Chris was running out. He just said, hello, Greg, how are you doing? I've got to go. And thanks to Natalie and thanks to James, who showed us around his warehouse and explained the process and everything to us. It was a real insight. So thanks, guys. I really did appreciate it. We did take the essential cake from lunch home. So Anna really enjoyed bringing that back. Mark, please don't tell anybody that we took the cake away. Right, now Christmas, just around the corner, believe it or not. I know Halloween isn't here yet, but Halloween is it's just flying out the door, so we might want to get your Halloween stuff in now. But Christmas always amazes me how we've got to think about it early. I mean, it is getting a bit cooler. I'm wearing a sweater today, so it feels like it's getting a bit Christmassy. But I know as soon as Halloween's finished, that's it. That's when all the Christmas marketing is going to happen. Well, you've started to see it on the TV now already. So anyway, Christmas. I wanted to talk about New Year as well, but I didn't have room on the table to put a lot of stuff there. So before I forget them, I'm going to talk about these two products behind me first. This one, a New Year, it's one of the New Year products that I did manage to show. And it's a multi-balloon by Anagram. I really like this. The reason I really like it is it's so big. It's the volume of it. I'm liking big balloons at the moment because I think you just get that added value. So the orbs, so the 3-foot balloons, the 2-foot latex, things like this, you get that real feeling of value because something is so much bigger. You feel you're getting more for your money. And I think that's great. For those of you out there that are selling these balloons, I think that's really great to have that added value just because of the size. This other thing, or these other things, are these string decorations. 6 separate strings. I've only put 5 up because I've only got 5 magnets. Put 5 up. This is the nylon line. It's very thin, a bit fiddly. It was fiddly for me. Megan had no problem at all doing it. But they're great. Altogether, you get 42 feet of decoration. So you can put them individually like that, space them out as you like, or as you can see on the packaging there, you can put them together and create a bit of a garland. So I really liked opening these because they smell of Christmas. You know that smell of tinsel? Open them up and it's like, oh yeah, I can smell that Christmas smell. So yeah, really nice smell. Right, I'm going to start over here because if I don't start over here and go this way, I'm going to be all over the place and forget something. So I've got some napkins here. Now these napkins are new. I would call them very traditional. You've got the toy soldiers, Christmas tree, poinsettia, and the snowman there. I've also got a traditional Qualitex balloon just because it's the traditional sort of things. I like these because when I say traditional, I mean that warm, that cozy, that fuzzy feeling you get about Christmas and the Wizard of Oz and Christmas trees and turkey and fires and I just like that feeling. So we've got those. We've got this sparkly weight as well, which I'd say is less traditional, but quite funky. That would be ideal for New Year, sparkly. So that's just a normal star weight that they've covered in glitter. I'm not going to touch it because you end up getting glitter all over your face, don't you? So we've got that. Over here, Mickey and Minnie inflator funds, great for the kids. They inflate them and then they can hit each other. And over here we have the snowman, the cups, the plates, the napkins, and the table cover. The snowman, again, it's that fuzzy, warm feeling. It's on every Christmas and walking in the air and all of that. It's very nice. I went to see the show. There's a show, actually, in the theatre, and it's the snowman. And I didn't realise, it's a friend of ours. He plays in the orchestra and got us some tickets. It was one night only at the Mayflower here in Southampton. I went to it. I had no idea what to expect. A snowman, a show, how does that work? And it's actually a ballet for children, but it was really good. I love it when stuff like that happens. You have no idea what you're going to get, and then you really like the result. So if you are anywhere near where that is showing, if it is showing still in the UK, you might want to have a look at it. Really good. Move over here, we have bubble balloons. Now bubbles obviously in 2017 have gone absolutely bonkers. The plain ones, the 24 and the 20-inch ones, absolutely bonkers. And this is a presents one that's probably very Christmassy. You might remember we had Dr. Bob in a while ago and he showed us how to put a latex balloon inside this. So you put a 16-inch latex balloon inside the 24-inch, inflate it, and you get whatever colour balloon you want effectively. So you could do that with these. You could have red, green, gold, silver, whatever Christmassy colours you want, and make an amazing, absolutely amazing sort of display. So like that. Paper chains, who doesn't like doing paper chains? So 3 different types of design to make the chain. Over here, some confetti. The other New Year thing is that, the confetti, 3 different types of confetti in that pack. We've got Christmas confetti. A couple of cake decorations that I showed you last week as well, Christmas trees and stars. And then we have the classic Sitting Elf, been around a few years now, still just as popular. And then Santa was introduced, and now we've got the snowman, sitting snowman has been introduced too. I think is pretty cute. I think these are great, and particularly if you've got a window display, if you inflate these and put one of these in the window, or one of each, they're so different. You don't get them in every shop. People will really like them, and I think you could sell them probably for a premium. They're just funky, they're just different. There's something that you don't get everywhere. The string decorations I've shown you already. These dot garlands, similar to the string decorations, but you can actually see the string. So it's not the nylon line, you can see the string. Plus it looks like they've done it in loops at the end, so you could just attach it to things a little bit more easily. The letter banner that spells out Merry Christmas. Here I've put a few products together that have all got snowflakes on, so a couple of the Qualitex balloons, the bubble balloon, the napkins here, the 3-foot latex as well. So if you do want to have a theme of snowflakes, you can do that very easily. Now photo props. Photo props are getting more and more popular, and I think it's because we live in this sort of world. I think it's the whole selfie age. Taking pictures, putting them on Facebook, putting them on social media. I think it is very it's very popular to do that. Obviously, share our lives, our perfect lives that we all have on Facebook. And these could make it a bit of fun. But not only, I mean, they're great for Christmas, Christmas Day, parties, stuff like that, but also they can be used in business. You know, people like to see a little bit more about a business now. Who are the people that work there? What are they like? And these could just take a few pictures, silly pictures, put them on Facebook, say Merry Christmas to your customers on Facebook with a picture like that. I think it's a bit of a fun thing to do. So we've got 2 different packs of those, and the last products are Merry Christmas latex retail packs. Really, got one from Qualitex, one from Amscan. There are others, by the way. I've just brought up what I can fit. I've got a whole box full of stuff over there that I wasn't able to fit on the table, and a couple from Unique here that they're neck up, so they're printed neck up, so the neck is at the top and the print is down, so you wouldn't helium fill those. They'd just be for pinning up on a wall or something like that. So there you go, Christmas, it's on its way. I'm wearing a sweater. It's going to be here before you know it. Apparently it's only about 12 weeks till Christmas. When you start looking at it like that, you think, that's scarily close. Anyway, that is Christmas. Now, NABAS, I mentioned NABAS earlier on, and Sam. And NABAS is an organisation that represents the balloon and party industry here in the UK. Well, it's 30 years old this year. We've been members since we started the business 13 years ago. It's 30 years old, and they're having a 30-year celebration. I've got a flyer. I'm going to have to put my glasses on to read this. Now, if you got an order from us last week, you would have hopefully had one of these in it. This is the flyer, and it's telling you a little bit more about it. Now, it's on the 26th and 27th of November, and essentially, it's 2 days of training from some great instructors. Romina Finale, Guido Verhoff, Rob Driscoll, and our very good friend, Chris Horn. And you get to do 4 3-hour training sessions over those 2 days. But it also includes all the tea and coffee you can drink, lunch on both days, and dinner on the Sunday. So Sunday and Monday. And you get dinner at the black tie event on the Sunday night. So, and you get breakfast on Monday and accommodation. Blimey, this is really good. You get lots. It's £349 plus VAT. Now, some of you will be saying, oh no, that's too expensive. And, you know, if you look at it as a cost, then yeah, it might be expensive, particularly when you consider travel and all the rest of it, and childcare if you need it, and whatever else. Then yes, it could be considered a cost, but consider it an investment. If you take away some of the knowledge that you will get from this, you might make that money back and more in the first job that you get. And that's the way to look at it. It's the only way to grow. If you're serious about growing your business, if you're serious about balloon decoration and educating yourself and learning, then this is a great opportunity. 2 days, intense training, different instructors, different skills, different ideas, and you get to talk to lots of people that are in NABAS, the instructors, and the exhibitors. So Qualitex is going to be there, Amscan are going to be there. I love that sort of thing because you get to meet people and, I say, put faces to names. So have a look at it. If you're serious about growing your business, if you're serious about wanting to learn, you also get NABAS membership if you're not a member up until the end of the year as well included. So you should have received a flyer like this if you've ordered from us in the last week, but you can find out more. Go to the NABAS website, nabas.co.uk, or info@nabas.co.uk if you want to email Kate or Hilary, or you can call them on 01989 762 204. But I would recommend it if you want to learn, and you want to learn quickly in an intense 2-day course and learn a lot more about the industry as well. It's probably the place to be. Now, next week on BMTV, talking about learning and growing your business, we're doing a BMTV business next week. Now, it's a really good one because we are joined by a gentleman called Kevin Stansfield. And Kevin is an award-winning business coach, and he's also a published author. So we actually used Kevin's services a few years ago, and invaluable, helped us grow the business, absolutely invaluable. So he's coming in, he came in a couple of weeks ago and told us a little bit about his story and how he got to be where he is. But also, you've got this idea, you've got this big idea. Where do you go from there? So we talk a little bit about that, how you get it from that down to actually something happening. And that includes planning and things like that. So if you are serious about growing your business, then you probably want to have a look at that. We will be putting that out as a podcast as well. Right, that's it from me this week. Question of the week is, what's the earliest you've ever bought a Christmas present? Leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you next time. Bye.